Y'all don't know who all on with me. I can't really look at the screen, but I'm just gonna be on here talking about these kids. Y'all riding back home with Riri. It's the end of the month. We got 2 days to get our last reviews in and all that good stuff. Please click, share, and subscribe. Y'all doing Uber Black with Riri tonight. I might really consider doing Uber Black for real. It's good to have people around you that really encourage you to do different, to think different, to elevate to different things that you didn't think about. So that was a nice little, ride. And that was a nice little ride. And it didn't take a lot of time and stuff. Made a little, change. I might actually look into this. I just hate to drive. I guess that's a bad part of it. Yeah, that's a requirement of Uber. You gotta like to drive. But that was pretty cool. I probably would do the probably overnight, but then I'd be scared at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing out of my life. But anyway, back to Skitland. Please, if you're on here, we'll talk about the skits. Click, like, subscribe, at least like, keep Auntie in the algorithms. Can't see me, but I hope you guys can hear me. So when I cut off from the previous live, we were talking about um, the fact of, excuse me, asking versus giving. Just proactively giving or asking. I personally think that I personally like and think that it's better to just do it. Like Nike say, just do it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And I can come in for right now, because like you say, Skitland will flip on us, especially Anthony will flip on us at any minute. So with that being said, amen. I I feel like Anthony could be being sincere. Anthony always been kind of like a sucker for love to me. He's had some jacked up situations that happen, but at his heart, at his core, I think he does want to be loved. And Coco did allude to some stuff that he may have went through when he was younger or whatever. But we don't know what that is right now. We don't know if she could have meant that he's always been a sucker for love. It may not have been that he slept with a bunch of girls, but it could be that he's just always been a sucker for love. He always wanted the fairy tale. But I like this courtship thing. I mean, every woman really wants to be courted. I think the worst thing for a man to do. Now, I don't believe that a man should lead with monetary things. Because when she said that size 38, that let you know right there, she talking about designer. She didn't say size 9, size 10. She led with, hey, Angela. She led with 38. If it's 38, when it get up in them numbers, she talking about the Gucci's and the design, the Christian Louboutin, the red bottoms and stuff. When it comes to that, but I think that's a size. What is that, Angela? Do you know? I think it's a size 7 in regular shoes. But yeah, I love to be courted. You know, and courting is not always like King showed us in his skit. That's why I like King. Courting and going out does not always mean a $300, $400 meal or even $100 meal. There are several ways you can court a woman. But yeah, I thought it was about a seven something. Yep. Thank you, Angela. But I'm wondering if this Negro, when he said her ring size, Amber stupid if she get that ring big. But Amber been stupid with a lot of stuff lately. But ooh wee, if she get that ring back to him and he get that ring to her, but the only thing that would be shiesty about that. Now if Amber says she don't want the ring and he get a ring, ooh, that's gonna make Shayla mad. It's gonna get good. Cause Shayla and Denisha can't stand each other. So that's gonna be interesting. And quiet as it kept, Even though Shayla went and got the ring, uh, even though Shayla went and got, I'm not ring, she went and got the suits and stuff for him, and she begged to go to Jamaica. Anthony really never offered. Like, he took care of the apartment and stuff like that. That was more out of obligation and to be hush. But he did court Rolanda. He did court Amber. He never really courted Shayla. So that's gonna be the difference right there too. Dave doesn't have to. That's what I said. Now my thing with that, Angela. So George brought up a good point, and some other people brought up good points. Dave did ask. He said, "I want to spoil you," and Amber declined. He did give her the donut on her birthday. That was sweet. That was sentimental. I like things like that too. Sometimes it's the little things. However, they have portrayed this man as having all this money, all this wealth. She has expressed, amen, and it's something that Country Wayne say that he's talked about in real life before. When it comes to like his baby moms and stuff from interviews I've seen for him, if you know that person has a need and you can fulfill that need, he said, I'd rather uh, pay that bill. I think it was when he was on Club Shay Shay. He said, I'd rather pay that bill or whatever. He said, because if she out with me and she worried about if her car no go get paid, if this, that, and go get taken care of, then, I want to take that stress off of her so I can enjoy all of her. And if you got it like that and that's your philosophy, that's fine. I don't think men should just leave with money because sometimes you may get the wrong amount of you might get the wrong people that will pursue you, if you leave with money. Or if you even have that philosophy that Wayne has. But to do it for your kids and for your children's mom and stuff, I think that's honorable. But Dave knows that Amber ain't got it like that by herself. And she keeps saying she wants the 50%, 50%, 50%. Even if Dave said, you know what, don't worry about that. I want to be with you when it's over. I want to help you speed up the process. He ain't offered to do no lawyer fees or nothing else. When Anthony got sick, what did he tell him? He said, go home and take care of your husband. To me, that was very monumental to me. And some people could say, oh, he's just being an honorable man. No, no. I just think that if he knows money is her issue or money is the hang up with her wanting the 50%, I feel like he hasn't really done much. He's offered. He gave her a cupcake that was cute. He told her that her eyes was, what did he say? She had the most beautiful eyes in the world, her real eyes. So he did that stuff. But other than that, what has he really done to help her with her needs? So I just don't get it. Even Anthony, in the midst of his cheating, he paid Shayla bills, and maybe they're gonna come out the pockets or whatever. But I'm telling you, the other day when he told Danielle, when Melissa, I keep getting them mixed up because they look so much alike. When he told Melissa, when Melissa was like, "You need to leave her alone, and you got to keep your head in the game," this and the third, he was like, "I'm being strategic." That being strategic spoke volumes to me. That said a lot. I'm being strategic. Why do you have to be strategic if you're just courting somebody? What's strategic about? I mean, you can be strategic courting, but because Anthony's being strategic by courting the way he's courting Denisha. But I don't know. Oh, Angela, I just seen your comment when I looked over there. Great point. I don't know. I think on the lives when it's like live like this, y'all can't see the comments. She's paying Dave for his services. He gave her a discount. But we ain't seen no episode where he said, you ain't got to pay me for my services. That is a good one. That is a good one. That's a good one, Angela. That's a good one. Thank you for that. I'm a coin. You can look at that. Yes, that's something easy he could do. He could say, "I'm gonna help you get your restaurant up and going for free." He could easily do that. And some could say it's business, not personal, but it absolutely is personal. If you laying down with him every night, you paying him for your services. I remember one time, uh, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been that girl that didn't want nothing from nobody, and I'm still that girl in a sense. But I feel like Amber right now, you laying down, you giving your body, you giving your all. What are you getting out of this? But some good yes sir. And sometimes you have to wake up and smell the coffee. Yeah, yes sir is good for the moment, but what after that moment is over with? And I would never tell nobody to sell themselves or nothing like that. But it's just like, come on, man, you giving a lot. You giving a lot. But Amber put herself in this situation, and I just hate the way that her character is developing now, because it took a lot for people to forgive her. People acting like, oh, I love Amber now, but when Amber was cheating up until the day of the wedding, people did not like Amber. They wanted Anthony to find out about it. And I think that's why the blow when he stood up at Rose's wedding, that's why a lot of people even forgot about that. I was one included, because I just looked at it as karma for what she was doing with Wayne. So, but the way the thing I don't like about the Amber character now, it's not even about her having relations with Dave. It's not even more so about her um, character now. It's the lies. It's like she's telling a lot of lies to everybody, including herself. And that's the part I don't like. I hate a liar. I hate somebody who sits up and just lie for no reason. You ain't lying to keep somebody from being unalive or getting a birthday party. You just lying. And she's proud of the lie. She's proud of staying out all night and coming home the next morning. She's proud of that. And at first I was like, maybe she's doing it to push him into the divorce. But now it's getting to a point of being vindictive. And I just don't like this look on her. I wanted Anthony to find out about Amber before the wedding too late. Yep. Cause I don't, we all have our views, but I never could just hate the character Anthony. Like some people actually hate him, and they actually hate Shayla, because if we hate them, then if we never can forgive Shayla for what she did, if we never can forgive Anthony for what she did, why were people able to forgive Amber for what she did? I better be glad Anthony doesn't have what they mentally. Yep. But y'all, I think we go see. She gonna get jealous, Angela. She's a When she find out it's Denisha. Oh my God, her and Shayla. Oh, her and Shayla finna be best buds. Trust and believe. Her and Shayla finna be so tight. Just like when Piari came into the picture. Piari probably joined forces with him too. Oh, they all finna be in their feelings over that one. And I think, and I like Denisha's character. I like the way they developed her character. And I hope they keep it that way and don't try to diminish it. But the character Denisha is now, I would like to see her have her fairy tale ending. I really would. Yes, thank you, Angela. You are such a good moderator. Thank you so much. Yes, but yeah, Amber finna get in her feelings. Just mark my words. As soon as she see Denisha and me, baby, because Denisha to me is a combination. She a combo, because she does have respect for herself. We don't know nobody she's been with except for Karis, and Karis like tricked her and like swayed her. She told Karis not to play with her, but she was about her bread. And I feel like she too a victim of her environment triggered. She probably was with a lot of guys that she probably actually loved, could have been her baby daddy, and they did her wrong, and she started thinking, shit, I'm gonna get something out of this. You just ain't gonna do me wrong and blah blah blah. And there are a lot of women like that. Just like there are a lot of men like Anthony who feel like, man, say, if I'm gonna do this, that, and the third for you, you finna give it up, or you gonna do this for me. Or they turn into narcissists. They turn bad because they've been hurt. And a lot of people, we want to skip out on the fact. I forgot who it was in the comments. They was like, he knew what he was doing with Shayla. If that night happened all over again and we reversed the roles, and that was Amber coming home sloppy drunk, and Dalen showed up at the doorstep, and Amber saying no, and Dalen still coming on to her, we would have called that SA all day, every day. We would have. And that's why I do challenge, or I do encourage my subscribers to think of all of these skits in two ways. If the roles were reversed and it was a man doing what the woman doing, would you still be acceptable of it? Yeah, Denisha even she woke up tomorrow about Shayla trying to use, yep. I love the way they developed her character. I really do. Cause she had Momo saying, "Hey, be a gold digger," but we don't know what the root cause of that is. And Riri will always be an advocate of what's the backstory with people, because who you are as a child in your teenage years, and sometimes even your college years, that does shape who you become as an adult. Those bad relationships do linger on until adulthood, and people are the way they are based on. I think Angela helped me coin at that time. I said BRE, based on your beliefs, how you was raised, and your experiences. Yeah, I didn't like that either. The son thing, because I don't let nobody meets my son right away. Like for real, I will meet you somewhere. I will do everything in my power not to let you meet my son, because I feel like my son, first of all, now that he getting older, he 13, baby, my son won't know who I'm talking to. I'll be like, mind your business. Who you on the phone with, mama? Who you talking to, mama? Is that such and such, mama? I'm like, if I was talking to somebody, you would give it away. Is that such and such on the phone? And I'm like, boy, but you got a boy child, for real. You don't let everybody meet your children right away. Boy child or girl child. Because that can come across to people as creepy, too. And again, why would it come across creepy to some people and not others? The way you were raised, your experiences, and your beliefs. If you've been around stuff and you've seen stuff and you've seen, um, like assault and different things take place, you're gonna be more protective with your child than someone who has never seen it, experienced, or heard about things happening. They may be more loosely with their kids. I still don't see how women can be so free with their girl children. I'm not free. I'm not. All my son knew as far as spending the night for a long time was just my mama and my stepdad. He wasn't finna go nowhere else, not even aunties and uncles. And then I had a friend that I would let him go places. Their son and my son is just like a year apart. I did that, and even with that, every time she would send me pictures. She would say, "Okay, now that the boys finna go to sleep, or they finna do this, or they finna do that," because she knew how, I won't say paranoid, how cautious I was when it came to my baby. We already know Kaka gonna tell daddy no. Baby, Kaka, now no, what'll be cute though, if Kaka love the ladies. Kai might like Denisha. He may be better to Nisha, and that's really gonna put Shayla in a feeling. I need to call Kai. Kai just talking up a storm now. I think Kai done told Amber to lose his number, 'cause she ain't making breakfast no more. Every time you see Kai, he got a cup of noodles, a cup of macaroni and cheese, not homemade, just cooked. Kai sick of that. But that was funny how they made both names Kai. But really Mike named Kai. I gotta get caught up on so many skits today, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Angela, you know, 'cause you probably you know you've been in the game for a while. Why's all these police cars up there? I gotta go home. It's the other downside of being out late at night. Where's all these police cars? They going like they headed toward my house. Not toward my house, but down the street. Oh Lord, misunderstanding. I stay in a good neighborhood, but I don't know what these police cars going. Probably misunderstanding. Somebody drinking and driving or something. That's folk cars, or they might just be making a late night roll. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, it's a misunderstanding. Y'all, I got so much junk. I got. As soon as I get home, I'm going to sleep these next. What is 3 to 4? I should be on by 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. I can give me about 4 or 5. Oh Lord, y'all see them going? Where are they going? Something big done happened. That's the sixth car. Lord, I pray whatever they going is not nothing major. Lord Jesus, you see everything in the middle of the night. Look, my Uber Black business just started and stopped that quick. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be careful. I don't know if something happened on the freeway but I have been out at night sometime where you see a whole bunch of cop cars and stuff, and they just, yeah, see, they just turned their lights off up there. Y'all quit playing with folks. They turned on their lights like something really going on, then got through the red lights and turned the lights off. And we stopped talking noise for that. Oh no, something did happen, y'all. It's a car. How did that car get in now? So those other cop cars, y'all, this live footage with Riri. So those other cop cars that was going down 67, they must be looking for whoever did that. Y'all, it was a car flipped over in the media. God bless them and their family in the name of Jesus. Oh my God. The car flipped over, so the one cop car there and those other cop cars that flew past me, they did turn their lights off, but maybe they found the people. Oh my God. I don't even know how that car got in there. Because it looked like it's the top unless it flipped over and then ended on the top. Y'all, I truly believe be in a hurry for nothing. Don't be anxious for nothing. This could be my wrap up because I'm almost home. But don't be in a hurry for nothing. Don't be anxious for nothing. Y'all, there's so many times in my life that I've been on the way home and I made a wrong turn. Even just now at the airport, I made a wrong turn instead of going, I went right instead of left, so I had to make a loop. You never know that 5 or 10 minutes that you off kilter, it could be saving your life. That's why I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be late to stuff. I do. But sometimes God, what they say, a delay is not a denial, even when it pertains to life. We want to rush the business. We want to rush things over and over. We want to rush relationships. We want to rush friendships. We want to rush job opportunities. And sometimes God wants us to wait. Sometimes He's delaying us for a reason. Sometimes He wants us to take our time with stuff. God's speed, not ours. Even at this transitional time in my life, once again, I'm like, God, I've been here before. I don't want to be here no more. I won't be in this, that type of predicament. But I do have faith that God is absolutely, God always show up for me. He really, really does. And I just have to say publicly, I love God. I really do. So that song by Mary, I love God. Do you love God? What's wrong with you? He got me home safe again. I made that trip, made me a little change. God ordered my steps on tonight. Every part of tonight, my steps were ordered. Something I will leave y'all with. Watch y'all phones. Something is going on with the phones. Uh, I don't know if it's the Apple update or what, but I was getting messages from people that I don't know why I got messages from them. The number one saved, right? I don't know what's going on. The skit characters rush people into. Oh yeah, they talking about Maggie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get caught up on a whole bunch of skits. But but yeah, I'm finna go and wrap up, go ahead and lay my head down. I gotta get up early in the morning and go to my storage and get this stuff out of storage. Cause y'all, I swear to God, I've been paying for. Well, it's been over a year. I've been paying for storage, and I've paid for storage this longer period of time. Y'all, if it's been in there that long, get rid of it. And this stuff inside my house, I'm gonna have a garage sale next week. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Just like sometimes God delay us from doing things, sometimes we hold on to things longer than we should. So if you're under the sound of my voice tonight and it's meant for you, if you've been holding on to something, whether it was a relationship or material things for too long, let it go. Let it go. If you've been holding on to a storage, amen. Too long, let it go. If you ain't used it in over a year, don't keep paying that bill and paying that bill and paying that bill. The other day, and because someone entered and asked for $15. Oh, but people are out there. Um, the struggle is real. The gas prices is real, especially if you. But I thank y'all for joining, share, and subscribe. No matter, and I'll end like this too. No matter what you feel about the Amber Anthony skits, about all the skits, we're not always going to agree. We may have difference of opinion, and sometimes I may think one way, and then someone say, "Well, you forgot about this." Like, yeah, I did. So, and I'm making a playlist too with the old Angelina and Patty skits for people to go get caught up on um, the New Orleans thing and where all that came from. Because I watched a few today to try to um, get some things together and see how it's going. Yeah, Angelina, thank you for riding on with me. See everything that you were writing, of course, because it's dark outside. But thank you for riding with me tonight. It's been lovely. I'm gonna go try to get a few hours of sleep until I have to get up early in the morning and go tackle this storage unit. But love y'all. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.